All right, let's kick things off with a pretty wild question. Could that massive salary bump you just got offered actually leave you poorer by the end of the month? It sounds completely crazy, right? But what if I told you that a 20 lakhs per annum offer in one city could literally drain your bank account faster than a 15 LPA offers somewhere else? Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to fundamentally shift your mindset. We're moving away from just chasing the highest headline number, and instead we're going to optimize for real purchasing power. We'll be breaking down the exact math behind salary negotiations using 2026 cost of living data across India's biggest tech and business hubs. Okay, here's our roadmap for today. We'll cover 1. The big CTC trap. 2. Comparing city living costs. 3. Singles versus family expenses. 4. Purchasing power by city. 5. The real-life case study. And finally, 6. The salary negotiation playbook. Let's jump right into section 1, the big CTC trap, and why a higher CTC doesn't always equal higher savings. Okay, we've pretty much all made the exact same mistake, comparing job offers by looking only at the top-line CTC. But check this out. In Tier 1 metros like Mumbai or Bangalore, comically large slices of your income are just instantly devoured. Like 40% goes straight to your landlord. Boom, gone. Another 45% vanishes into daily living, groceries, travel, and utilities. That leaves you with a tiny 15% sliver for your actual savings. Honestly, a high CTC often just makes you a highly paid conduit for passing money along to other people. So here is the crucial takeaway. We need to redefine what you actually earn. Your real salary, it is not your CTC. Your real salary is what's left over after merely surviving the city you live in. It's your take-home pay minus rent, travel, and daily living expenses. That is your true bottom line. Moving on to Section 2, comparing city living costs. Let's see where your money actually goes. You know that feeling that housing is completely taking over your life? Well, you aren't imagining things. This Cushman and Wakefield data proves that rent has been compounding aggressively since 2016 in major IT corridors. Places like Chennai and Hyderabad saw a 3.7% compound annual growth rate, and Bangalore hit 3%. This directly eats into your take-home pay before you even have a chance to buy your first bag of groceries. Now this is where it gets wild. When we break this down using 2026 Numbeo data, the contrasts are massive. Look at Mumbai. Its rent index sits at a staggering 17.5. It completely eclipses the others. But then look at cities like Hyderabad and Pune. They offer a huge advantage, keeping their rent indexes way down around 5.6 and 6.6. If you're chasing tech or corporate roles, that affordability gives you some serious leverage. Let's translate those index numbers into actual rupees, shall we? If we look at the high end of monthly expenses for a single professional, and yes, this includes rent, a 65,500 rupee lifestyle in Mumbai costs nearly half that amount in Pune, sitting around 36,000 rupees. That is nearly a 30,000 rupee difference every single month. That has a huge impact on your wealth accumulation over time. It makes Pune an absolute winner when it comes to the best city for savings. Okay, Section 3, singles versus family expenses. Because, as you'd guess, the math changes significantly when you have dependents. We obviously can't just look at single life. While a single professional might comfortably get by on roughly 27,300 rupees a month before rent, a family of 4? They require nearly 98,000 rupees just for basic expenses. The second you get married or have kids, the premium you pay for living in an expensive city just skyrockets. It makes your choice of city absolutely critical. Let's look at how local variables stretch a family budget. Take a private preschool in Delhi. It averages about 7,700 rupees a month. But jump over to Gurgaon and that spikes to over 17,600. Or housing. A 3-bedroom apartment outside the city center in Hyderabad is around 30,000 rupees a month, but the exact equivalent in Gurgaon is over 47,000. These fundamental, non-negotiable family needs cost drastically more depending entirely on your zip code. It easily makes cities like Hyderabad a top contender for the best for families category. Let's move to Section 4, purchasing power by city, looking specifically at the 15 LPA benchmark. Okay. Let's say HR offers you a transfer to Mumbai for 18 LPA. You might think, great, a raise. Actually, you're taking a pay cut. To maintain the exact same 15 LPA Gurugram lifestyle, you would need 21 LPA in Mumbai. In Bangalore, which sure is arguably the best for career growth, you'd still need 17 LPA to break even. But check out Pune. You only need 13.5 LPA to live the exact same way you did in Gurugram. All right, Section 5, the real-life case study. Let's figure out which offer actually leaves you richer. Imagine you're holding two competing job offers. Offer A is an 18 lakhs per annum package in Bangalore. Offer B seems lower, 15 lakhs per annum in Pune. Now, your first instinct is just to grab the 18 LPA, right? I mean, it's the bigger number. Well, you'd be wrong. And here is exactly why. 40%. Because rent in Pune is 40 to 50% cheaper than Mumbai and 15 to 20% lower than Bangalore, Offer B in Pune actually leaves you with higher monthly savings, even with the lower nominal CTC. Your money just goes so much further there, which means more capital flows straight into your savings and investments.
Which brings us to Section 6, the salary negotiation playbook, or how to ask for what you're actually worth.
Grab your phone and take a screenshot of this right now. This exact script forces a recruiter to negotiate based on purchasing power parity rather than just throwing around arbitrary numbers. You literally just tell them, considering the increase in housing costs, commuting expenses, and the overall cost of living in this location, I'd like to discuss a compensation package that reflects the purchasing power required to maintain my current lifestyle. It's brilliant, it's highly professional, and most importantly, it's entirely data-driven. And here is how you actually execute it. Step 1. Calculate your equivalent salary using online cost of living calculators. Step 2. Highlight that local rent index data directly to HR. And step 3. If they push back, say their budget is strictly capped and salaries are similar, like maybe between Delhi and Gurgaon, you can seamlessly pivot the negotiation. Ask for hybrid work, a one-time joining bonus, or better allowances. Ultimately, before you sign on the dotted line of any offer letter, run through this quick checklist. Protect your long-term wealth and your family's comfort. Ask yourself, how much will I realistically save every month? How much of my salary goes directly toward rent? Is the relocation actually worth the lifestyle shift? Can my family comfortably live in that zone? And the biggest one, will my long-term wealth actually increase? This brings us to our final takeaway. The absolute best salary isn't just the highest CTC. It's the one that gives you the maximum purchasing power, supports your career goals, and genuinely improves your quality of life. So you have to negotiate based on value, not just numbers on a page. When you look at your next big career move, what is your real bottom line actually going to be